For the urea test, we added 0.5 concentrated NaOH to 1 ml of urine, and then to this we added 4 drops of bromine water, which should have yielded nitrogen gas, but to our experiment we didn't yield any N2 gas. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. And as for the uric acid test, to 1 ml of urine we added 5 ml of 20% sodium carbonate, and we mixed. To this we added 5 drops of phosphotungstic acid and mixed again. We should have observed blue color if uric acid was present. So, good for Raymond, he didn't have any uric acid in his pee. So the color of the test was negative, which was yellow. For the Indican test, we added 5 ml of urine to a test tube and 5 ml of Obermeyer's reagent to that urine. We mixed, then we added chloroform, and then we shake that test tube and let the chloroform settle once we stop shaking the test tube. For a couple of minutes, we observed the chloroform layer turning blue. This would be the positive result for the Indican test. Today I'll be discussing the creatinine test, the ketone bodies test, the glucose test, and the bile pigments test. I'll be going through the procedure and going through the theoretical result and our own results, the results that we got during the experiment. For the creatinine test, first we mixed 5 volumes of saturated nitric acid and 1 volume of 10% NaOH, making a 1 ml alkaline solution of nitric acid. To this, we added 2 ml of urine, which would yield an orange color for a positive result. Ours were red-orange, so that is a positive result for creatinine. For the ketone bodies, we in 5 ml of urine, we added 5 drops of strong ammonia. Gotta tell you, that really hurt everything. To add like Lugol solution, and like we let that Lugol solution just enough to make a dark cloud that doesn't disappear immediately. We let that stand for a few minutes for the precipitate to form, and then under a microscope we examine those sediment. What we saw in the microscope would be seen here. So yes, that's Raymond's pee. For the glucose test, we added 5 ml of Benedict solution in a test tube, then dropped like 8 to 10 drops of urine. We mixed this and we boiled it for 2 to 3 minutes and we let it cool and stand. A positive result would be bright orange, but ours was only blue with yellow precipitate. This means that Raymond is not diabetic and doesn't have glucose in his pee. For the bile pigments, we added 5 ml of urine in a test tube. I overlaid this with alcoholic iodine mixture, which I didn't understand at first. That was stupid of me. I didn't know what overlay meant. And there should be a green ring around where these two components meet. And ours did result in a green ring. So I don't know what that means for Raymond. So that would be the results. That would be the things I discussed for today's video. That's all.
Good morning. I am Jam to present the results of our urinalysis tests. So these results has 2 parts. The results of the normal constituents and the results of the pathological constituents. So let's go to the first one. The qualitative results for normal constituents. The test includes urea test, uric acid test, creatinine test, and indican test. For the result of urea test, we came up with a yellow solution. In uric acid test, we had a pale yellow solution. In creatinine test, we had a red-orange solution. And in indican, we had a brown with a purple ring. For the second part, the qualitative result for pathological constituents. The tests include the ketone bodies or the Gunning's test, the glucose or Benedict's test, the bile pigments or the Smith's test. For the results of the Gunning's test, we had a cloudy yellow solution. For the Benedict's test, we had the blue with yellow precipitate solution. And the last but not the least was the Smith's test. We came up with a yellow with red layer and a green ring.